Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, I am your host, and before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the episode, hit that like button as well, give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank y'all in advance. But on this episode, well, this is episode 3 of our Allagash Brewing portfolio tasting. And I hope you didn't miss the first 2, but if you did, please go back and watch those, because that's the one that gets the ball rolling and starts all the fun here. But if you did, quick recap. So, on the first episode of this portfolio tasting, we tasted and reviewed Allagash's TRIPEL. On the second episode, we tasted and reviewed the first variant on the TRIPEL, was their Allagash CURIEUX. On this episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing Allagash's Barrel and Bean. Now, since I mentioned in the first episode that the TRIPEL is the base beer for a few of their other recipes, well, how does the Barrel and Bean relate to the TRIPEL? Well, I will tell you. So what they do with the Barrel and Bean, so they take a fresh batch of the TRIPEL, they age it for almost 2 months in bourbon barrels, which gives you the CURIEUX. And then, after that, what they do is they will take the CURIEUX and they blend it with fresh cold brew coffee. So what that does is that gives us this Barrel and Bean. So this Barrel and Bean, this is a coffee, or I should say a bourbon coffee, or a coffee bourbon barrel aged, we'll say that, coffee bourbon barrel aged golden ale. Now the ABV on this one, it's slightly higher than the TRIPEL, because the TRIPEL clocked in at 9%, but it's slightly lower than the CURIEUX. The CURIEUX clocked in at 10.2%, this clocks in at 10%. But same base beer as this, so same hops, Nugget and Hallertau. So, with that being said, I'm keeping the party train for this penultimate episode, and let's have some fun and crack the Barrel and Bean open. Here we go. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Let's give a little here, a little crack. Zero smoke out of the bottle with this one as well. They've all had no smoke. This one had, next to no smoke, so I'll just say it had no smoke as well. But, let's give this a little pour. Okay, well, starting with the color. The color's a little murkier on the Barrel and Bean. Now, compared to the TRIPEL, it's a darker shade of a golden yellow. And compared to the CURIEUX, it's also more murky and, yeah, definitely darker shade. But we still have the same veil, one finger veil of golden white foam on top. So, let's give this one a swirl, and we'll give this one a nose, and see what we got going on here on this Barrel and Bean. Here we go. Well, yes, yes, yes. You can definitely get the aromas of coffee. That is first and foremost. Absolutely. So we are getting some coffee. We are getting a slight bourbon-esque boozy aroma. And a little bit more of those doughy notes as well. But coffee is definite predominant on this one. But let's give this another swirl, and let's give this one a sippy sip. Here we go. And like I said, we'll just keep the fun train going. Here we go. Prost. Wow. Well, it's similar, but it's definitely different as well. Now, for starters, where these two are definitely medium-bodied beers, easy drinking medium-bodied beers, I may add, this one has a little bit more body and weight to the beer. It's definitely, this is a full-bodied beer. I'm not even going to say it's medium. This is a full-bodied beer. But let me give this another sip. Now, what are we getting here? Well, we are getting some slight coffee. Not as much as I thought, though, but some slight coffee. We are also getting some slight chocolate. We are getting, once again, some slight doughy notes, rounding it out. There is some oak on this. And once again, on the back end, we're getting that slight bourbon-esque flavor on the very end. Now, this is a nice beer as well. However, I don't think it's as polished and solid as the CURIEUX, and maybe not as much as the TRIPEL either. But it is still a good beer. Now, how would I get this? It's still a good beer, and in relation to all these three, it's just, like I said, it's a different concoction, but it's still good. But on the pint-o-meter, I'm only going to give this one, let me take one more sip. I'm going to keep y'all in suspense. I'm going to give this one a 7.5. And the reason being, well, I'm definitely getting the aromas of coffee on the nose. On the palate, I honestly wish the coffee flavor was bumped up just a notch. I don't need much more, but just a little bit. Because since it is being blended with that coffee. However, the balance is nice. I just was hoping for a little bit more of that coffee. And with a little bit more of that coffee flavor, maybe that would bring out more of the flavors, maybe a little bit more chocolate or, you know, just a little bit more flavors in that arena. But it's not bad. It's just, it's not, I don't think it's as polished as the CURIEUX, but it's still a good beer, and I still recommend everyone go out and get a, you know, get a 4-pack. Why not? But on that token, I'm going to wrap up this episode because we have one more episode to do, and this will be the number 4. So on the next episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing Allagash's Nocturna. So this one's definitely a little bit different, or should say a little bit different than these. I'm not going to say a lot different, but it's different. But it still has some things in common with these other beers. That's why I threw it in and made this a 4-parter. But I want to invite everyone to come back and see episode number 4. And please, if you missed any of the other first 2, go back and watch those. And on that token, I'm going to wrap this up. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Raise a pint. Cheers. Prost. And enjoy.